Lesson 22, By Heart. In this text, we'll talk about actors learning their lines by heart. Now first, listen to the story with this question. Which actor read the letter in the end? The aristocrat or the jailer? 最后到底是哪个演员读的信？是那个贵族还是那个看守？
Some plays are so successful that they run for years on end. In many ways, this is unfortunate for the poor actors, who are required to go on repeating the same lines night after night. One would expect them to know their parts by heart, and never have cause to falter. Yet this is not always the case. A famous actor in a highly successful play was once cast in the role of an aristocrat who had been imprisoned in the Bastille for 20 years. In the last act, a jailer would always come on the stage with a letter, which he would hand to the prisoner. Even though the noble was expected to read the letter at each performance, he always insisted that it should be written out in full. One night, the jailer decided to play a joke on his colleague to find out if, after so many performances, he had managed to learn the contents of the letter by heart. The curtain went up on the final act of the play, and revealed the aristocrat sitting alone behind bars in his dark cell. Just then, the jailer appeared with the precious letter in his hands. He entered the cell and presented the letter to the aristocrat. But the copy he gave him had not been written out in full as usual. It was simply a blank sheet of paper. The jailer looked on eagerly, anxious to see if his fellow actor had at last learnt his lines. The noble stared at the blank sheet of paper for a few seconds. Then, squinting his eyes, he said, "The light is dim. Read the letter to me." And he promptly handed the sheet of paper to the jailer. Finding that he could not remember a word of the letter either, the jailer replied, "The light is indeed dim, sire. I must get my glasses." With this, he hurried off the stage. Much to the aristocrat's amusement, the jailer returned a few minutes later with a pair of glasses and the usual copy of the letter, which he proceeded to read to the prisoner.
So it was actually the jailer who finally had to read the letter. When the text opens, the jailer decided to play a trick on the aristocrat. But when it ends, we read, much to the aristocrat's amusement, it was the jailer who had to read the letter. 就是说，这个狱卒的恶作剧并没有能够奏效，只是在这个时候，他才发现自己虽然和这个 aristocrat 一起演了这么多次，他也记不住这封信的内容。但这是不是意味着他成了被捉弄的对象呢？ Actually, both actors were very quick to react to this unexpected situation. 他们两个人的反应都非常快。这个 aristocrat 想出了一个借口，说 "The light is too dim." 这个狱卒呢，也跟着想出了一个救场的办法，说 "I have to get my glasses." 所以说 both of their wits make up this story. Okay, now we'll look at some language points in the text. Some plays are so successful that they run for years on end. When we use run to describe a play or a film, it means continue to be performed regularly in one place. If we use it to describe an event, it means continue. 那么 run 在这里就表示一些戏剧会在某处连续的定期上演。I'll give you one more example. The play will run for only 2 weeks in London. 这出戏呢，在伦敦只会上映2个星期。On end means continuously, for some time. So for years on end means continuously for years, 连年上演. Look at this example. He locked himself in his room for hours on end. 他把自己连着几个小时关在自己的房间里。One would expect them to know their parts by heart. Part means words and actions of a particular role in a play or in a film. Part 是指在一出戏剧或者一部电影中某个角色的台词，当然还有动作。Here, know their parts 就是说能够熟记他们这个角色的台词。Look at this example. He is now learning the part of Romeo. 他现在呢正在背着 Romeo 这个角色的台词。Never have cause to falter. Falter means become weak and then stop. Her voice faltered as she tried to explain. 当她试图做出解释的时候，就支支吾吾起来。Yet this is not always the case. Be the case means be the situation. 情况如此。课文中这句话意思就是，观众们期待演员能够熟记台词，其实情况并非如此。Look at these examples. This was found to be the case in many first world countries. 在很多第一世界国家中，发现情况的确如此。Many people think he is cold, but that's simply not the case. 很多人觉得他这个人非常冷漠，但其实呢，根本不是这么回事儿。A famous actor in a highly successful play was once cast in the role of an aristocrat. Be cast in the role of. In the role of 可以省略 means be chosen to play the role of something. 饰演什么角色 For example, he was often cast as a cowboy. 他经常饰演西部牛仔的角色。Cast 还可以用作名词。The cast means all the actors involved in a certain play. 剧组人员。In the last act. 一出剧中的一幕在英文中是 act。一幕剧中呢又有若干场，场是 scene。课文中出现了两句中都使用了 expect 这个动词。Even though the noble was expected to read the letter at each performance, one would expect them to know their parts by heart. 这里 expect 跟我们熟悉的期待的意思不完全相同。It means to demand something. 就是要求，认为应当。这句话当中呢，意思就是这个 noble 必须在每次演出的时候都念这封信。这句当中就是观众认为他们应当熟记台词。Look at one more example. I expect you to return the books on time. 我要求你们按时还书。It should be written out in full. In full 这个词组的意思是 completely, 全部的，完整的。The jailer decided to play a joke on his colleague to find out if, after so many performances, he had managed to learn the contents of the letter by heart. 这句话的正常语序应当是 to find out if he had managed to learn the contents of the letter by heart after so many performances. 把它提前放在 if 后边，用作插入语，其实呢是为了强调演了这么多次之后，他是不是能够记住的意思。The curtain revealed the aristocrat. Reveal means to show something, especially something hidden. 这里的意思就是 so that the aristocrat could be seen. Look at this example. The carpet was removed to reveal the original floor. 把地毯揭下去之后呢，露出了原来的地板。Reveal can also mean to make known, especially to make some secret known. Reveal 它的另外一个词义呢，是对某种秘密的揭露。For example, he refused to reveal his whereabouts. 他拒绝说出他的下落。Behind bars, bar 这个词本身是 piece of wood or piece of metal 的意思。Behind bars 这是一个固定词组 ，it means in prison. The jailer looked on eagerly. Look on 这个词组的意思是旁观。For example, only one man tried to help us. The rest just looked on in silence. 只有一个人试图帮助我们，其他人呢就在一旁默默地观看。Learned his lines. Lines, when used in plural form, means an actor's speech. Line 这个单词用作复数的时候，意思是演员的台词。Much to the aristocrat's amusement, the jailer returned a few moments later. Much to his amusement. Actually, we can say, what greatly amused the aristocrat was that the jailer returned a few moments later, blah, blah, blah. 所以呢 much to 后边可以加上表示情感的名词，表达的意思是非常令人感到什么的事。For example, much to somebody's surprise, or much to somebody's disgust. I'll give you two examples. Much to his surprise, nobody laughed at his joke. 非常令他吃惊的是，他的笑话讲完之后，一个人也没有笑。Or, much to my disgust, he lied to me again. 非常令我讨厌的是，他又对我撒谎了。Which he proceeded to read to the prisoner. Proceed to means you do something next. 所以这里的意思就是 he then read the letter to the prisoner. 这篇课文的题目是 by heart. 表达这个意思的说法呢，课文中换了好几次。For example, know their parts by heart. Learn the contents by heart. Learn his lines. 还有 remember the words of the letter. 在文章中要避免反复使用相同的词语，这个呢是作文的基本常识。为了使文章显得不枯燥、有变化，我们要根据不同的需要斟酌使用一些同义词，或者换一种说法。我们来看看这篇课文是怎么做的。课文前边是用了 aristocrat， 后边呢又换了一个词 the noble， 这是同义词。前面用到 the last act， 最后一幕，后边呢又换了一个形容词 the final act， 表示把信递给他这个意思。课文先后出现了2次，所以呢也使用了不同的动词 hand 和 present。表达急切的心情，前边出现了 eagerly， 为了避免重复，后边的形容词就不能再用 eager， 而是改为 anxious。同样 his colleague 出现之后，后边就改为 his fellow actor。 Okay, that's about the language study of the text. Now let's come back to the story itself. Did you enjoy it? 这篇课文呢，其实最有意思的地方就是这2个演员救场时候表现出的极致 wit。 从这个角度上来说，他们2个人都是天生的演员 born actors。 但是我们大多数人并不具备这种表演才能。 哪怕是在一个公共场合要发一个言或者做一个表演，我们都会觉得怯场。怯场的英文是 stage fright。怯场呢，当然也很自然，因为我们本来就不是演员。不过莎士比亚有一句名言说 All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players。 全世界就是一个大舞台，所有的男男女女不过是一些演员。从这个角度来讲， actors and audience are not that different。 我们只是扮演的角色不同罢了。有救场极致的是好演员，有良好的记忆力却偏偏怯场，也未必不是世界舞台上的好演员。Okay, so much on this topic. I'll see you next time.